Protests planned for tomorrow outside 2 Bay Area courthouses. The reason, ICE activity. Agents spotted detaining people as they showed up for immigration court. Tonight, growing concern, growing frustration. Our cameras and teams were there today when agents detained at least 4 people. Immigration rights activists say at least 4 others were detained at the Concord courthouse as well. NBC Bay Area's Jocelyn Moran is in studio tonight, and Jocelyn, attorneys say this is really unprecedented action.
Right, Jess, and that is what's playing into these planned rallies tomorrow. Activists say this is a violation of due process. That's why they plan on speaking up tomorrow. Meantime, while we don't know the details as to why these individuals were detained today, immigration lawyers say it is so important to have legal representation before and at these hearings. It can make the difference. In response to these scenes today, several organizations are planning joint rallies in San Francisco, Concord, and Sacramento tomorrow. Organizers say the purpose is to defend due process and condemn the Trump administration's tactics.
We're not going to take it lying down. We're not going to be intimidated by these fear campaigns.
Señor, ¿cómo te llamas?
This is Rodrigo in handcuffs being walked out of the immigration court building in downtown San Francisco by federal agents. Rodrigo had just appeared before a judge today. When he left the courtroom, a team of 5 federal agents surrounded him.
For the first time, we had ICE officers on several floors of the court arresting people, detaining people who were applying for asylum, who were doing what they were obligated to do under the law.
This is Cesar. He says he's from Colombia. Plainclothes agents escorted him in handcuffs into an unmarked white van. Cesar and Rodrigo are 2 of 4 people our team saw being detained in San Francisco. And at immigration court in Concord, advocates say a team of ICE agents took 4 others into custody. According to a prepared statement from the Department of Homeland Security, people who entered the U.S. within the last 2 years are subject to expedited removals. We don't know the details of the cases of each individual who was detained today or why they were detained, but immigration attorneys say it's important to have legal representation at these hearings.
The best case scenario would be to hire an attorney for full scope representation. Number 1 would make the government more wary of even trying a tactic like this, knowing that they have an attorney on the other end of that decision-making process. And number 2, in many cases, the judge will simply vacate all of those procedural hearings. And third, and most importantly, the immigration attorney can file for a continuance.
Lawyers and immigration activists have been highlighting the importance of legal representation for some time now, but it's expensive. Last week, the group Amigos de Guadalupe asked San Jose Mayor Matt Mahan to include $1.5 million for legal services for undocumented immigrants in his budget plan. Mahan is expected to release his final budget message in June.
The grant rates for asylum applicants with legal counsel, when compared to those that don't have legal counsel, it's night and day. I mean, the difference is enormous.
So those hearings are taking place in San Francisco and Concord right now. Now, one of the judges in San Francisco noted that there were a lot of no-shows. Obviously, people are really, really scared. But attorneys say they should keep showing up to court, right?
Exactly. While this is creating a lot of fear, it is so important for people to show up at these hearings, because if you don't, then ICE can show up at your house. And once you have a final removal order, it is very difficult to get that reopened. Again, as we've been talking about, lawyers are saying it's so important to have representation, to talk to an attorney even before that hearing, because the attorney we spoke to said that lawyer could even file a motion for you to appear via video instead of actually having to go in person.
That is smart. All right. Good information there. All right. We did reach out to the Department of Homeland Security. In a statement, a spokesperson said in part, quote, Secretary Noem is reversing Biden's catch and release policy that allowed millions of unvetted illegal aliens to be let loose on American streets. This administration is once again implementing the rule of law. That quote went on to say, if they have a valid, credible fear claim, they will continue in immigration proceedings. But if no valid claim is found, aliens will be subject to a swift deportation.